These are some of my favorite Usborne books. This one is called My Farm Animal World. We also have My Wild Animal World, My First 100 Words, and I Can Count to 10. So there's these cute little block books that the kids can read. Mason is learning to read these all on his own, and he's been really excited about that. So you can read them, you can stack them. Those are a lot of fun. This is called a Mosaic Picture Book. It has all of these white spaces with colored dots on them. And then it has these stickers that match the colored dots, so you have to add the little stickers to fill in the picture. So when you're done, the page ends up looking something like this, so it's completely filled in. This has been a lot of fun to do on trips, or when I want Mason to just sit quietly, we sit next to each other and do this together, and I actually really enjoy doing them as well. So Mosaic Picture Book, we have a dinosaur one and an animal one as well. This next book is called Astronaut Academy. This is one of our brand new releases, and I think this is really fun because the pages in the book have places for you to put stickers when your mission is complete. So some of the missions are just to learn the information on the page. This mission is an experiment. So here's another experiment, practice spacewalking. They've got teaching you how to make your own International Space Station, making your own space shuttle, and there's parts that come in this book to do that. And then in the back of the book you have these Mission to Mars cards that you can earn. And then you can earn these badges for completing the different things in the book. So it's a very interactive, hands-on, fun book for kids. 5-Minute Bedtime Stories is just a really cute book with adorable stories and pictures for bedtime. My First Keyboard Book has beautiful sound. You follow the dots to play the music, and that's really fun. There's also a Christmas one. This is called There's a Mouse About the House. It comes with this little mouse that slips into this slot. The story is, of course, about the mouse getting into someone's house and then trying to get away. And on each page, he slips into a little slot and then slips out. So that's a fun book. The mouse helps to keep the kids engaged as they're reading. We have a squirrel one of those also. This is called Nibbles the Book Monster. This book is really cute and really funny. My son always wants me to read it multiple times in a row. So it's about this little book monster, Nibbles, who gets out of his book and he nibbles his way into other stories. So he nibbles his way into Goldilocks and the Three Bears and messes up the story. Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, and I think this book within a book thing is really cute. And then you end up putting him in jail at the end, but he escapes again. So that's really cute and fun. This one's called Big Book of Big Dinosaurs. We have a lot of books in this series. We have Big Book of Big Animals, Rockets and Spacecraft, Stars and Planets, Big Book of Big Trucks. Another really fun one. It's got this huge mining truck that folds out to 4 pages. This is a book that is kind of new to me. We just barely got it. It is called Usborne World of Animals. And it just has so much great information about all kinds of animals, beautiful pictures. We've had a lot of fun looking through this one and learning. This is also one you might not see very often. It's called Telling the Time. These are the characters from the Farmyard Tales stories. And so it has a story about them, and then it has this little clock that you can use to help your kids learn to tell the time as you read the story. And then they have to do something at 8 o'clock and something at 9 o'clock. So a fun way to learn to tell the time. This one is called Ted and Friends. It has 12 of our phonics books, and it comes with a CD also, which is in my son's room because he loves to listen to it. And it just has really cute phonics stories in it that are really fun and interesting to read, unlike a lot of the phonics stories you see nowadays that are just kind of boring. This is one of my favorite books for babies and toddlers. It's called All Better. It comes with these reusable Band-Aids, and on every page the animal gets an ouchie. So the dog hurt his paw, so it says, clean it, kiss it, you put a little bandage on it, all better. So there's a bandage for every animal's ouchie. This one is called Farmyard Tales. It's what's called a dual reader. So there's a simple line of text at the top and a more complicated line of text at the bottom. And the story makes sense if you read just the top line or if you read just the bottom line, or you can read both lines together. So great for building the kids' confidence. The top line is great for when you need to get that bedtime story done quickly. It also comes with a CD, which again is in my son's room because he loves it. And this has 20 stories for $24.99, so that's another great deal. This is probably my favorite Usborne nonfiction book. It's called See Inside Your Body. It has these great flaps. This first page tells you what happens when you eat a pear, and it follows it through all of your different body systems. and tells you what happens inside, so that's a lot of fun. They've got breathing air, pumping blood, bones and muscles. Really fun book. This is the Children's Encyclopedia. It just has a lot of information about everything. Really beautiful pictures to look at, great information. It's called the Wind Up Tractor book. We have a lot of these. We have trains, a school bus, a ladybug, race cars, airplanes, helicopters, things like that. So there is a story on this side of the page, and then there's some cutout characters on this side. And don't worry, you're probably thinking I would lose those, but the good news is once they come out, you can still put them back in, and they will actually stay in the book and not fall out. So story, cutout characters to go with the story, and then there is a track to go with the story. And there's this little wind-up train tractor. There is a train one also. So there's a wind-up tractor, and you stick him on, and he goes all around the track. The track for this story is about a tractor that crashes through a fence into the water. So of course at the end you set up a little fence here, and he will crash through the fence and land in the water. So those are some of our favorite Usborne books. Let me know if you have questions about any of them.